If you could describe Black women in one word, what word would it be?
Resilient.
Strong.
Powerful.
Undefined.
I'm going to say resilient.
Even the fact that walking outside of my dorm every morning, I know that I'm Black. From the stairs to the way they treat you and, you know, their mannerisms, like everything just reaffirms the fact that I'm Black.
I'm from New England originally, been here for about 12 years, and I'm the only tenured Black woman in the faculty. And I thought that would change. I hoped it would change a little bit with recruitment and retention of faculty, but it hasn't panned out that way.
I think the problem at this school is people come in thinking Black people are all on BET and I'm related to 2 Chainz and Beyonce. And I wouldn't mind Beyonce. Like, I mean, something that, like, they have this idea of who I am, and then when they see that I'm different, they're kind of like, oh, well, you're like on the white side, so you're like us. So then when they say things that are racist, and then I bring it up, they're just like, oh, well, like, they're kind of looking at me like, well, I thought you were one of us. Like, which team are you going to pick?
I think that was the frustrating part, especially when Black men are like to Black women, like, why don't you just calm down? It's not that serious. And they don't understand the privileges they have of being a man and me having to be a Black woman on this campus. Like, you have more privileges because the white man or male student will allow you to come into his circle easily. But as a Black female, what are you doing? It's like, what are you doing here? We don't have a room for you, really. But we can make room for him because we still identify with him. So he identifies with our power structure. So it became frustrating because then you found more Black women or women of color having to unite together, like become stronger friends, because it's like you're
just kind of amazing for your documentary. Wow, the Black girls sit together.
We have everything in common.
Nobody wants anywhere.
Nobody wants to sit with us. So we sit with ourselves.
Moral of the story.
Basically, you're around people, you affiliate with folks that you feel akin to. And that's, we're drawn. So we could ask the same question, why are the hockey players sitting together? I mean, they have a bond, there's a connection in some way. And because race is such a master status, something we identify each other with, it's a marker that's really visible. Oftentimes that's where people find their connection.
One girl was like acting like, I was like causing a scene in Reamer, and I literally like, she gets to do that. Like, this is a white girl who gets to cause a scene in Reamer, and people just be like, oh, she's crazy, but tomorrow, you know, she's having a bad day. If I even raise my voice like higher than everyone, everyone's like, who's the Black girl in the corner, and why is she so ratchet? I can't out. And then that looks bad for everybody sitting here. And when people are like, oh, I wish I was Black. You don't really wish you were Black. You want to be Black like Kanye. Like, you want the cool Black, the cool experience. Oh, they got swag. But when it comes to the nitty gritty, when police, when like, I'm afraid when my father and my brother go to New York City because something crazy might happen, or the way people look at you, or being put in this little box that you cannot get out of, and that's what society looks at you, you don't really want to be Black.
The norm is unfortunately whiteness. So if you are something outside that norm, it is the burden does not fall on the people who are the majority or the comfort place or whatever. It falls on the people who are outside to explain themselves. The burden always somehow falls on you as a Black person, especially as a Black woman, because you're expected to teach everyone else, and no one else has to go out their way to learn.
So if you could have students take one thing away from this documentary, what would it be?
I would say I hope whoever's watching this right now, they walk away with an open mind.
Awareness is like the biggest step.
Don't touch my hair.
I think students should take away a level of understanding rather than tolerance.
Just empathize. I think that's what I want people to take away from it. Don't pity, don't feel bad, don't internalize it and make it about yourself, but also understand that people's experiences are very valid, and that as a black woman, your experiences are going to be very different, and that should be respected.